Now he's on your radio.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, I totally expected it. I think he's so handsome. I think...
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Rock that, homie.
The Tony Cam Radio Show starts now.
This is a public service announcement brought to you by the fine people at Jet Gang Music. I say allow me to reintroduce this show, you know it's hot. 103.9, every day advice, see you on time. Be rich, keep you laughing, Chuck the Pimp, be productive, and it wouldn't be a show without the Twisted Sister. The voice of the city, yeah, you ain't know. You're now locked into the Tony Cam Show. I said the voice of the city, yeah, you ain't know. You're now locked into the Tony Cam Show. Pow!
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Sitting here in the studio with the Hot Squad. I like that name, man. Hot Squad. We gotta get some t-shirts made up.
Yeah, it's starting
the
to stick,
Hot
man.
Squad. Dun, 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 dun. We need some music and stuff. Like we need to be walking down the street, like you know how they slow motion all through, like looking all serious.
I'm gonna have to pick my fro out for that. I'm gonna have to do that.
Do you wear a fro?
Yeah, sometimes.
When last time you had a fro?
So much hair. It's been a while, but I have a lot.
Do you have a picture with you with a fro?
Yeah, I do.
I need that picture because I need that picture needs to go on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
I'm serious because I like women with big old froze.
I do too.
I mean, like Erykah
like
Badu kind of fro. Is it like that size?
Yeah.
Huge like that?
Yeah, I have a ton.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I have a ton of hair. But yeah, I do.
Are you going to have it like that for the natural hair show?
I don't know what I'm going to do for the natural hair show. I'm
I think
going to do
you
something
should, man.
kind of
I think you should rock that big old fro with some, like, Get Christy Love kind of boots.
I'm going to do something. It's going to be in May. So
I'm telling you, Thelma from Good Times was the original Twisted Sister, man.
To Good Times.
That Thelma had that fro.
Fly, dude. I seen her on like one of those Remember These 70s things. Man, she still got it, bro.
Was you in love with Thelma like I was back in the day?
I'm trying to tell you some good stuff,
Whoa,
man. Thelma was the real deal, dog. I'm trying to tell you.
How would Thelma be like these days in the project?
I'm trying to tell you, dog. She would shut it down.
She would shut it down. Dudes would be like, man, forget all that over there, right there. Thelma here.
Thelma, brother.
Thelma's timeless, man.
She is.
You put a chick like that, you could take Thelma from then and put her in the project today.
Yes, sir.
And dudes would be like, oh, dog. I'm serious, man.
Let's hope she would have evolved and made it out of the project.
I would hope that she would.
She married the dude from the Bears.
Remember?
Remember the episode where she married a homeboy from the Chicago Bears?
Yeah, that's right. She did marry the dude.
JJ tripped him taking a picture and it broke his leg.
Then they still couldn't get out the project. They was trying to go, but they couldn't get away. But yeah, Thelma, man.
Damn.
All right, Florida.
Drop the punch bowl.
No, for real. That was like the classic episode of all, man. That tore me up because they went serious.
Yeah.
You're like, you used to laughing, but that's what was good about shows like that back then.
But here's the thing. How they send him a Western Union when they told him James died? They didn't even like send nobody to the house.
I know.
She got like a
she
envelope.
Did. She got a telegram.
Yeah.
Your husband died. Who does that?
They sent her like a telegram.
Because they didn't want to make a trip to the project.
Yeah, they didn't want to come to Cabrini Green.
We're going to let her know.
Yeah. They didn't want to come to the
let her know
Green.
by mail, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm not going through there.
So what's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. I was trying to figure out why they giving Kim K a hard time about being...
Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, about being pregnant.
They giving her a hard time about
but
it?
That's what women do when they get pregnant. They gain weight.
Yeah. No, but there was this one picture, though. It was a bad fashion choice by her. It was a black and white dress, flowing dress.
She looked like Happy Feet.
She did look like a whale, man. She did in that picture, and I'm like, Kim, what's up? Because she's like super fashion conscious.
Yeah.
But but she got a right to gain whatever and have a baby just like everybody else.
She's pregnant with Kanye's ego. That's why she's gained so much weight.
Kanye's ego.
Yeah.
I heard the reports that Chris Humphries is refusing to sign the divorce papers.
Oh, wow.
So in California law, when the baby is born,
that's his baby.
he's considered the father.
Yeah.
Because she and Kanye are not married.
What?
So now they're rushing to try to get him to sign the papers so that, Kanye gonna have him like knocked down a little bit or something.
Yeah.
He got a wife. I wouldn't play around with that kind of stuff. Man, get a girl to divorce, man, and let the baby no, come in right. You know what I mean? Kanye might want to marry her, man, before the baby comes. So why all that drama? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't got it no more, man. It's all good. So what if the wedding was fake, all this stuff? Who cares, man? Let the girl go. Let her move on. Get you somebody else. I mean, anyway, I digress from that kind of stuff, man. What's up with you, Natural Hair?
Nothing much. I like that shirt you got on today.
The biggie, baby, because
Yeah.
it's got a big old afro.
Yeah, that's why I like it. The
This
baby
is
with
like
the fro,
my
the notorious
favorite,
baby.
my favorite album of all time.
Is it?
Was Biggie's Ready to Die. I mean, people look at me, they wouldn't think that, but it is, man. I rock it in my car all the time. The edited version, because I don't like all the cursing, but but the T-shirt for me is like that's my ode to Biggie, man.
Yeah.
They're never gonna be another rapper like that.
Never, ever.
And you know what's surprising is I'm walking around downtown, and you go into coffee shops and things, and you're talking to like the little white girls that work behind the counters or whatever, and you're thinking in your mind, because I guess we all do it, it's racial profiling in some fashion.
To some extent.
You're thinking, okay, I know that they probably like Mumford and Sons and the Lumineers.
Yeah.
And so I said, like, so what music are you listening to? Oh my God, I just love Biggie. I'm like, it's like,
really?
I didn't expect that to come out of her mouth, She's a Biggie aficionado, so she want to know, like, where are the hip-hop shows in Lynchburg? I'm like, really? So I turned on, man, to what's going on, to the movement.
But do you think that Biggie and Tupac would be relevant today if they had lived?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think so? I think that they went out at the height of their careers.
I think so, probably
before
it went south.
South, yeah.
So I think so, right? Yeah.
We wouldn't be saying, like, if they were both still alive, we wouldn't just be like, oh,
because all these rappers today are, giving props and everything to Biggie and Tupac and all that, but they're not making music like them.
Yeah.
The biggest form of flattery is imitation, right?
That's
If you really, really loved their music, then you should be doing music like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are not doing that.
I know Rick Ross, man, he's like bought his at-home Biggie kit. It's like make your own Biggie kit.
Yeah. So instead of Build-A-Bear Workshop, it's
build a Biggie workshop. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That would be good. That would be a good franchise to start, though. Build a Biggie workshop.
You could decorate your Biggie how you want.
Build a Biggie workshop.
Yeah.
We can teach you how to be a real MC.
Yeah.
Everyone leaves out, baby.
Yeah.
When leaves out.
Yeah.
Welcome to Build a Biggie workshop. I like Be Rich. We got to see ideas that come on this show.
Man,
so many ideas.
Ideas that flow through this show.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody out there listening, if I walk somewhere next week and I see a Build a Biggie workshop,
it's going down.
We're gonna have an issue. I got people. I got lawyers. I'm ready to go
here first. Man.
I'm ready to go to court, man. Well, welcome to the show. We're gonna have a lot of great local music. We're playing local music. This is Local Music Week here on the show. So a lot of local music from local artists that you know and love all through our community. We're gonna have the Pimp Minute with Mr. Chuck Rose, and Anthony Andrews is gonna be here to get all up in your business. And DJ of the Year, DJ Ed, is going to be here with a super mix. And I'm hungry, man, but we got a cookbook author on the show today, Miss A.J. Richards, talking about meatballs and hamburgers. You hungry? Is that making you hungry?
It makes me. I'm starving right now.
I hope she brings some food when she comes up in here on the
and
show.
I just want to put this out there.
What?
Whoever is coming on the show to talk about food from here on out,
Yes.
Bring
I don't
someone.
care what it is.
Yes.
Just bring it with you.
Bring
Seriously.
it. You have never said anything more important than that on this show.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank
Seriously.
you for saying that.
It's no problem because
the
people need to
cupcake
know.
I mean, we try to tell people, look, my thing is this. Business cards are so 90s or whatever. They're old. If you're a food vendor, like if you make cupcakes, have a cupcake in your pocket at all times.
No, okay. No.
Have a cupcake in your pocket.
Don't have a cupcake in
or
your
some
pocket.
icing or
No,
something.
don't bring me anything that's been in your pocket. Nothing. But I need for you to bring me some food.
If you bringing meatballs, have a purse with some meatballs in a plastic bag.
Yeah,
a
some
plastic
ribs.
bag, something. I'm gonna a crock pot. Bring a small.
Now let me
crock
ask you this,
pot.
Jamil.
Yes,
Because the giving person that you are.
I am very giving.
If she comes in the studio and she has, let's just say hypothetically, if she has one meatball in her bag, in a plastic bag, it's warm because he just brought it right out the oven, put it in the bag, ziplocked, whatever, and she walk up in here and she's like, here's a meatball for y'all to sample. How you gonna divvy
Okay,
that up?
first of all, I'm gonna have an attitude. If she shows up with one meatball, I am going to be mad. I just want to let y'all know that.
Okay,
that's one thing,
But
because
she-
she didn't cook
okay,
one meatball.
right.
Nobody cooks one meatball.
I know.
But if she brings
And
one
she-
meatball,
but she's gonna bring it
I
to
will-
you. She's
yeah,
gonna give
I'll
it to
share
you, though. I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna share it.
So-
So this is what I'm gonna do,
Okay.
because I am a giving person.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to cut it in half.
Mm-hmm.
One half is for me. The other half is for you and Be Rich.
What?
And engineer.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, and the engineer too. So we
And the engineer.
we're cutting
A third
a
of
half,
a half.
into threes.
You're gonna get a third of a half.
Be
Because
rich. Is that
Wow.
right? Is that
See
right
how-
though?
see how we get
but
down
I'm
to-
sharing.
Instead of cutting it into four
Four.
pieces,
Yeah.
you will cut it in half
Yeah.
and make us have
Yeah, get-
three
I'm
pieces
sharing.
out of the
Yeah.
half.
I'm
quarters.
sharing. Yeah.
Or three, ask
But I'll
thirds.
make sure.
You know what? At
I'll make sure
least-
that it's evenly divided between you three guys.
At least we know where we stand. Be
Exactly.
Rich. That's all I want to know. I just want to
Exactly.
know where we stand. And now that I know that,
Just know that I got you.
all I say is now
I'm gonna share.
Now that I know that, let her get a meatball to me. Let her get a meatball to me and see what happens.
No, she's not gonna do that because I'm the lady in here. She's not
right.
gonna give.
If she gives a
to you
meatball
guys.
just to me, I'm gonna just get the sauce and give it to Jamil.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if there's only one meatball, I'm gonna be real mad.
All right. Okay. Well, anyway, she's gonna be here. AJ Rich is gonna be on the show. So let's get it popping. The Tony Cam Show is on your radio. All right. So put your seatbelts on, people, if you're driving.
Right?
Is in the
Pull
studio
over.
with us right now. AJ Richards is here in the studio at OMG. Okay. Where do we start? First of all, you have a cookbook.
I have two.
Before we even get into the cookbook thing,
I have a bone to pick with you.
Jamila has a serious bone to pick with you.
Because I'm gonna tell you, when I got the schedule and found out who was coming on today, I was like, is she bringing food? Is she gonna bring food? Tony was like, I don't know. So I should have known that I needed to get in contact with you because I can't leave it up to Tony. But when I got in today, I was like, I don't smell food. Is she here yet? And you don't have any food.
No food. Nothing in your pocket. Not even a
None.
jar of ragu.
None.
You could have bought a jar of ragu.
Some hamburger helper or something.
Something.
We're sitting here
But
looking
I'm
at.
coming back because you've invited me because I'm
We
bringing
have-
food.
Yeah, we have invited you, not just because of the food, but
yeah.
but I'm looking
We
at your
want some
book.
food,
She says,
too.
but yeah.
Look, I'm
Yeah, but
extra,
yeah.
extra greedy. I'm sorry.
But
I
we
just need-
started
It's all
going through your book, and we're looking at the pictures while we're waiting for the interview, and we're getting like starving.
Well, the pictures are great. They are done by my daughter's friend, DJ Crow. He's a tech student.
Okay.
And he is a lovely photographer, and he just accommodates me, and he's photographed both of my books so far.
Okay.
Well, he's photographed 4 books. 2 are on the market, and 2 are coming out.
So you have 2
in
books
April.
out.
Yes, I have 2
This
books
is
out.
the first or the second of the
This
two?
is number 2. It came
Okay.
out in January
What's the
this
name of
year.
it?
The 6-sided box, meatballs and burgers.
The what?
6-sided box,
Okay. And what does that mean?
microwave. So
Oh,
I'm an
cute.
expert in microwave
Ah.
cooking. Look, he gets all excited because I can do that.
When I saw the cover and I saw the title, and I was trying to figure out what does that mean, the 6-sided box. So the microwave cooking.
It is. So I've been cooking for quite a while.
Okay.
Well, for quite a while, my married life. So when I met my husband, when he wasn't my husband,
Okay.
I thought he was going to break up with me after the first date because he went in my fridge and I had like milk and mustard.
Okay. Milk and mustard.
Look, I'm
Not even no bread. No, just
No, I'm not a
what's
big
wrong with
bread
milk?
person.
Well,
I think
right
the milk
now,
was
Jamil
bad.
says that sounds good.
I'm like, so what's wrong with that? Why didn't you bring that? I mean,
Bring some
Whip
mustard.
up a recipe with that.
You could have brought some mustard up
And then
in
he
here, man.
opens the freezer and he's like, oh my goodness, she can't cook. She has all these microwave dinners.
Oh.
Well, I was at dental school, so I was busy.
Okay.
So then when he married me a year later, he was confirmed I could not cook.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So you
But
could
he's a
not
chef.
cook.
Right. So
But you have cookbooks.
I do. So I grew up with food allergies
Okay.
and my siblings. And so it wasn't as easy to always eat out and
Okay.
what other people cook because of dairy and everybody put cheese and milk and everything. So I had to start just kind of converting recipes and using ingredients that wouldn't make me ill. And then I had friends that would say, oh, my child's gluten-free or my child's dairy-free or my child's this. And so I would start giving them recipes. And then I started with the Tupperware Corporation. And as I was doing personal cooking in people's homes, I'm starting to hear more people like, oh, we're diabetic or da-da-da-da, and what can you do to help me? And so my husband kept saying, you just need to take all your recipes and put them in a cookbook. And I'm like somebody would buy that. Really? Seriously? I mean... And then our daughter went to college, and she would call me, Mom, how do you make brownies in the microwave? Mom, how do you cook chicken in the microwave? Mom, how do you cook spaghetti in the microwave? So I said, I really just need to do a cookbook for dorm rooms.
Okay.
So everything I do, you could pretty much do in a dorm room.
Wow.
It's very simple.
You could have done it in the studio, though. We have a microwave in here. You could have brought the
more and more
ingredients.
upset as you go on.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm actually looking through this book.
It's
and
that
everything
easy, but we
sounds
still ain't
good.
eating.
Okay,
It
honey,
sounds
if I don't come home, I got to beat down at the studio.
Really? I'm serious.
I'm just wondering.
I'm serious,
So
man.
some of this stuff looks really good. These are this book is about meatballs and burgers, and some of it looks really good, y'all.
It's really easy. It's healthy ingredients. I really want you to learn to use the foods that God made, and it's so inexpensive if you bought fresh meat, fresh spinach instead of everything frozen.
Right.
And your kids are going to get a much better tasting dinner, and they're going to get the health benefits from it, and they're going to learn to like real food.
Right.
Because once you start giving them junk,
Yep.
it's hard to convert them
That
at
is
12
true.
to like, oh, we're going to now eat spinach. They're like,
Yeah,
no,
you
we're
gotta start with the
not. I want
spinach.
nuggets. You got to get those nuggets on the table, Mom. I will cry because those nuggets on this table.
That is too funny.
So what's your best recipe? Like, what is your most popular recipe? I'll say.
Everyone likes the burgers, especially because we, normally would have warm weather right now. So I'm a grill queen. I love being on my grill in my backyard. But for me, I think one of my most favorite is the rotisserie chicken. You just take a dead bird, put your favorite seasoning.
Stop.
No, I ain't talking. I'm just talking about the fact all this food she's talking about. I'm just like,
Okay, I'm gonna say
Wait a
she
minute.
said just take a dead
take
bird.
a dead bird. Okay. Now where you gonna find a dead bird?
Roadkill.
Pigeon.
In that little case at Kroger's, they have dead birds in plastic paper, and you get a whole dead bird.
Really?
Yeah, and so you're going to take your favorite seasoning. I like the Tupperware Italian or Tupperware Chipotle.
Jamil, you ever seen just a dead bird in
Yeah,
Kroger?
no, I just a dead bird in a wrapper, please, sir. Thanks.
I've not seen
Feathers
that.
off already, and
Yes,
the neck
uh-huh.
cut off is good. The butcher's a good guy. He's like, put the dead bird in the bag and you just buy it.
A
That's
bird
like
in the
$4.
bag. Worth two in the bush.
So you just put your whole bird in a microwave safe
So how do you
dish.
clean it out? I mean, what do you do? Because I'm really asking.
It says on the package, no innards. That's the one you buy.
So you can buy a bird in the bag with no innards, no head. And you just take it
It's a
home and put it in the
chicken or a
microwave.
turkey?
Rinse it off.
Rinse
Pat
it?
it dry, put your favorite seasoning on there, stick it in the microwave.
Are
So
you
you got to
kidding
look
me?
at the weight before you throw it away because it's 7 minutes per pound. So average dead bird is about 3 to 4 pounds. So you're looking at about 32 minutes. Pop it in, walk away, and it's crispy,
Are
wonderful.
you kidding
chicken.
me?
Okay,
Hold on.
what kind of? I need to know.
I need to know too.
What kind of bird is a turkey or a chicken or
Just a chicken.
Okay.
But you can do a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Can you do a pheasant?
Okay. I'm thinking like a dead
Pheasants
bird.
in the
It might be
bag.
a
You can do it
I know
in
you said the
Hen.
dead bird. It could be a crow.
Oh, it could be
I mean,
a pigeon.
A buzzard.
And on Main Street.
And you can also do legs, wings. Like I make buffalo wild wings in the microwave. I did them on TV a couple weeks ago.
really?
Okay, so you take this bird. Let's
Oh my
just
God.
say
this
we're
is
gonna do
this is like
chicken.
2 or 3 shows because I'm interested
I'm
now
really
too
interested.
because I want
You
people out
cleaned
there
it all
listening.
off. You seasoned it. What kind of container do you put it in?
I use a Tupperware microwave Lexan because I know that is safe. But you can use American glass,
Okay.
not glass from another country because they have lead and other things in there.
Okay.
So you put it in.
What about Pyrex? No Pyrex.
Pyrex is U.S.
Okay, good. Okay,
Pyrex and Corningware,
good.
all
Wow.
good. Put it in there.
You
And
wrap it up?
You can do beer.
Yeah.
Drunk chicken is a
Oh, yeah?
good chicken.
Drunk chicken. Wait a minute. She said
First
a
thing
drunk
Richard
chicken.
heard you say all day. He ain't heard nothing else you said. You said beer. He woke right up. What? Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a
She
drunk
said a
chicken.
drunk chicken is a good
It's like
chicken.
a
I love
drunk
a drunk
girl in the
chicken.
bar.
So you wrap it up. You wrap it up. Cover it or
No.
with something.
No, just like you would in the oven. No liquids, no anything. It's just a dead bird with your seasoning. If I do a drunk chicken, I turn it upside down with the can, and I just barely open it so it slowly drizzles and just permeate into the meat. And then I just throw that away and throw out the excess beer down the sink and just put it in about 30 minutes. That beer's nasty at this point. It is can have some beer salmonella.
Okay,
beer salmonella. New salmonella beer.
That's my new word for the week.
Okay, so then you put it in the microwave, and you microwave it about 7 minutes per pound, right?
About 28 to 36 minutes.
So it's not going to be like all soggy and...
No, she's going to have this crunch. And when you're going to pick her up, she's going to be so tender.
Jamila, you're going to try that.
Her drumstick bones will just slide right out. It's the bomb. And then you eat take a big butcher knife, whack it down the middle, do half for dinner, take the other half. You can do chicken salad. You can do chicken Caesar salads. You can do chicken sandwiches.
Is that recipe anywhere in any of your books?
It's in my first book.
It is.
You can buy it at Amazon.com.
What's the name of your book?
It's the 6-sided box, Quick and Easy.
Quick and Easy.
Yeah, so my series is
I need
the
that.
the 6-sided box.
In the meantime, before I buy the book, how can I get that dead bird in the bag recipe quickly?
I can just write it down for you when I come next week
Can you email it or something to us?
I can.
If you email it to me.
I'm going to cook it for you guys next week.
You
don't play. Okay.
No, seriously.
Now we talking. See,
okay, AJ, seriously.
I know where to find you. I will come and cook a dead bird for you guys next week.
Don't play. I'm very serious about my food.
No, I'm afraid of you now.
Find you.
We're like some authority. I'm serious about my food.
That lady in our driveway.
I'm like, where's my bird though?
Okay, no. Okay, so we've got you're gonna have to send me that recipe because my wife got to try that too, and Jamil got to try one.
It's so easy.
I'm just blown over by that whole. I didn't know you could get a bird in a bag at the grocery store. I didn't know that. I thought it was all just frozen.
So
chickens and
the
stuff,
skin
but-
is off of it and stuff, or the skin is on it. So you're
Skin is
doing
on
all of
it.
that stuff. So the only thing you have to do, I just need to make sure because I don't want to go home and poison myself.
No, it's just make sure you have a bird, know the pound, season it, put it in the microwave, call it a day.
Okay,
Slap your husband, kick the dog, help the kid with their homework.
and be done with it. Okay, so the 6-sided box is the series, your series of books. Okay, that's awesome. Y'all need to check this out.
I have coffee creation coming up, so you can do all those fancy coffee, $3 coffees at home, and then homemade fresh seasonings.
You got to say some of that for another show because I can see right now that we're not getting past the bird right now. And the book has the meatballs and the spaghetti and all, and we stuck on the chicken right now.
The lasagna in the microwave.
Yeah.
That will make you slap your
all
mama.
right, so you got to come back.
It's good.
You might have to come back regular. You might have to be like a weekly regular on the show.
Aww.
Because
how sweet.
But don't show up again without any food.
You better be.
I'm just saying.
But when you come,
the next time.
Yeah, but when you come, we don't want you to come up in here with no dead bird in the bag. It may be cooked and ready to go. Is what I'm saying.
Well, see, the lovely thing is, I think because you eat with your nose, your eyes, you're already getting into it. So, like at 11 minutes, the smell, you're just like, I got to get into it. I mean, it is just. You
gotta
let it get done.
Right.
So yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So most of your food. I'm sorry. Most of your food is microwave friendly. Is that?
You can do pretty much everything in the microwave, but I give you options for stovetop, oven, and grill. So it just depends what your preference is. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Well, that's awesome. I'm so glad you came in because, people are busy. Moms are busy with
Do you like
kids
sweet
and all of that
potatoes?
stuff.
Yes.
I don't.
Okay, I'm going to bring those two. And you just put those in the
Stop
microwave.
teasing us right now.
Yeah.
Just stop teasing us
and
right
about 12
now.
minutes, you have the most moist
All right.
sweet potato or baked potato ever. Who
So,
would want to put it in the oven for 30
So
minutes?
if people want to, people that are not us, because now we are in the loop now.
Okay.
People out there that want to, because you're a personal chef.
I am.
How do people get in contact with you to put a bird in the bag and bring it to them?
They can go to the 6-sided box Facebook page.
Okay,
and
the 6-sided box Facebook page. Okay,
it says 6-sided box by AJ Richards, but if you just put in 6-sided box, it comes up.
Okay,
and you can just inbox me.
Okay,
and you can call me.
So you do meals for people, like if they do that and say, "Hey, I need this
for income." I do.
Yeah,
I will.
So how far in
Fantastic.
advance do people need to contact you?
If they want me to do just like a cooking class, a lot of times I'll do a cooking class for a mom or mom and husband They just want to know, how to cook some quicker, healthier meals for their family. Just usually 2 weeks.
Okay.
Usually if I'm not traveling. So
okay,
it's not anything major. And I do a couple weddings a year. And, I just do my thing.
Do you do at-home parties?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you were doing an at-home party, what would happen at this at-home party?
We would all be together. You would invite your friends to your home. I would come. You would provide the food. So if they get sick, they can't sue me.
I don't know what happened.
You done figured all that out.
Dead. So if your dead bird has salmonella, it kills your friends. Then they can't sue me.
Look, if you're not tough, you can't hang with me. I don't know.
And then I'll bring all. I'm a Tupperware consultant of 19 years.
Okay.
Love the product. Love the tools to make everything so easy to prep and to store. And then you can cook ahead and freeze and just pop it back out. So we would all use the tools and just have a good time around the kitchen. And then we would cook a couple dishes and everybody would eat. And if you want to purchase some of the great tools, you can do that at that time. And if you want me to come to your home, we can book it at that time.
All right. That's awesome stuff. Look, we out of time on this segment for her, but you got to. Okay,
no Brian stories.
We didn't even get to. The Be Rich stories. We didn't get to the your knowledge or lack thereof of pop culture. We didn't get to any of that. So you got to come back next week.
Hammer.
We're gonna edit that out.
You gotta come back.
I'm there for you.
No. You gotta come back. We gotta have a whole show devoted to that. AJ Richards, you have just enlightened all. You made us. First of all, you made us all hungry. You made us all ready to run out and get a chicken in a bag.
A dead bird.
And a dead bird in a bag and put it in the microwave.
Yes. I want you guys to come, if you get a chance, to Roanoke, April 6th, to Plow and Hearth retail store.
Okay.
I will be doing live cooking there.
Live cooking.
And I'm going to also be using their products. I'm creating new recipes, never been made.
Wow.
And so you can come there and do a tasting with me.
We're gonna have, you know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to do a Hot 103.9 cooking show like somewhere at an establishment. Where we're all there with her, film the whole thing.
All about
you know what
that.
I'm saying?
Yay!
That's what I'm talking about
it.
right there. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that together. Be Rich. Don't worry. You got off easy this time.
I was over here sweating.
When she comes back next week, she gonna drop the 411 on Brian Ritchie's mamas, baby mamas, Brian Ritchie's baby mama.
We can make a movie out of Brian Ritchie.
We gonna make a movie.
We are.
We've been talking about his screenplay.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on the show today and making us extremely hungry. We're looking forward to working with you on some stuff.
Well, thank you.
The Six-Sided Box on Facebook. Look her up. AJ Richards.
Thank you.
If you want to be a guest on the Tony Cam Show, send an email to radio@caменtertainment.com.